Lola Selena here, also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So I was about to do the part two for Mars Libra. I know a lot of you have been asking, and I appreciate for those who've been patient. I do readings and things as it flows, as the energy feels right, not necessarily as people expect them. So I'm just letting you guys know that. But as I was about to do that, I did start picking up on a channeled message. Now, the channel messages that come through are obviously not for everybody. This mic has been making me crazy today. Are obviously not for everybody. So whoever this is for, I hope this message serves you well, okay? And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Just leave it for those who it's for. Now, before we get into the cards, I saw two dragons, actually, like super specific. Pretty like bright green dragon. I don't have another color for that. A bright green dragon and a blue dragon. These feel very elemental to me. I'm sorry, my mic is like bugging me. Let me pause for a second. Okay, let's continue. So I was seeing these two dragons and I was getting this feeling of really like exercising a lot of boundaries. I was also getting a lot of like fire, transmuting by fire. I feel like whoever this message is for, it's something is rising within you and it feels like dragon energy. Again, you could just work with dragon energy, but it feels like you are ready to voice boundaries is just how it's coming through. 555 was coming up quite a bit as well. So there could be, this could just literally be representing this like big climactic release, or again, exercising, I'm hearing your voice, exercising your voice, your boundaries, your fire. But I feel like even though it is to stand up, like I'm getting Seven of Wands energy, to stand up, to protect, to solidify. These are words that are just coming through here. It may also be coinciding with something that's shifting with you that facilitates that. You see what I'm saying? I think you guys understand what I'm saying. That's just what was coming through. Is there anything else here, Spirit, before we get into the cards? Eagles. Ooh. Circling. Circling. Okay. I mean, you could work with eagles, right? That could be a synchronicity for you. That feels protective. I mean, there's a lot of energy in here that feels very like territorial, right? Boundaries, Seven of Wands, using your voice, standing up, right? But the circling of the eagle, that's just like, it's giving me a very intense kind of vibe, a pensive vibe, almost like expectant. Hold on a second. Expectant, expectant. It's anticipation with that. So, okay, this like eagle energy that I'm feeling, take it as you will. This could be a guide, this could be a person, this could even be you. But I feel like it's something that's like coinciding with this dragon energy or this like rise of dragon energy. So again, take it as you will, because some of you, this dragon energy is your own. Some of you, it's actually like dragons that you work with or another person. But two were dragons were coming up there. But this like eagle energy, this circling eagle, it's like this eagle is circling in anticipation. And it does feel territorial. It's like keeping an eye out for things or keeping an eye out for something that's about to happen. That's how it's, God, this is going to be an interesting one. That's just how it's feeling. That's just how it's feeling. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the cards. I'm going to start with the Pocket Archetype deck for you guys. Any other messages or insights for this collective? Okay, Spirit, I see you. The mother. And you see that snake circling the eggs, circling the nest. I feel like that's the eagle's energy, circling, circling, circling. But I don't actually feel like it's the mother energy. I actually feel like this energy is being circled. This energy is being circled. Now, again, this could be all your own energy, but it feels like protecting the egg, protecting things that are precious, protecting something that may be sensitive, or even protecting something that's in transition. That could be it as well, which could be, again, a lot of things. Take it as you will. So if this is all your own energy, I feel like you are, like, hold on, why can't I hold this up right? There we go. If this is all your own energy, I feel like you're being very territorial and protective of your space right now and of yourself right now. Maybe even something that is precious to you, could even be your own child, even, regardless of your gender. Could even be something that is like new in your life or not like fully anchored into your life yet, or something that's shifting or changing in your life and you're feeling protective over it, territorial over it, because it's in flux. Okay. But the mother usually births, right? And that was something I was getting a little inkling of, and I'm like, nah. And then this card came out. I'm like, oh, okay, I see you, spirit. I see you. Some of you are birthing. Okay, some of you, this like thing that you're protecting or circling is some sort of like new creation for you or new like part of your life that again is just new. Um, I just I keep getting all these like different energies that are all kind of helping with the same thing. So this is where it's getting interesting. Because I was getting the two dragons, I was getting the eagle. So some of you, this is like again, all aspects of you. Some of you, these are like guides that are helping you or beings that are helping you, and some of you, it's actually like many people, almost like insulating, offering insulation. Interesting. Let's keep going. You could be seeing 555 a lot. They keep bringing up the blue and the green, the blue and the green, the blue and the green colors, which is actually some of that in this card. There's also some yellow. Yellow may be coming up after, maybe coming up after green and blue are important for you. Yeah. Ooh. The storm. That is a 555 card. That is a tower card. That is something changing very quickly, something happening very quickly. I'm not going to say unexpected because I feel like this is expected to happen. And then we have the seed. Yeah, this is kind of screaming. Well, it's giving me both birthing and seeding. Because look at that. We have the mother, the storm, and the seed. And the seed is that black, not black, I don't know why I said black, gold. The seed is that gold little seed, and the mother is protecting the gold egg, right? Seed, egg. So it is giving me like procreative, but it's also giving me birthing. So take it as you will. Some of you, this is about seeding something, something that's about birthing something. Okay. But all in the realm of like, you're insulated in it, or the whole experience is insulated, or you're protected in it, or you're protecting it. Um, Some of you, this is about the transition of seeded to birthing, like completing the gestation process. If any of these words are going over your head, it's literally just the process of how we like get, plant ideas or, start something new, and then it actually like builds up into something solid, right? It takes form. It takes form. Oh, this sounds familiar. I know I channeled that recently. I don't remember if that was in the Mars Libra or if that was in one of the channeled messages I put out. It takes form. Even if like you are the one who's like insulating yourself or the one who's like um putting in boundaries where needed, right? To protect to protect this. I still think you have like beings and guides like supporting you and circling you. This is so fascinating. Can I get another, please, for this collective? Oh, wow. Okay. The Bardo. This is my portal card. Threshold card, which when we birth something, it goes through a threshold, right? Excuse me. It also is really speaking to this experience of being in transition to some extent, or something being in flux and transition with the Bardo and the storm. Now, on the bottom, I will say we do have the heart, which is really nice to have here. And then we also have the prayer. I'm here, there's like a nuance with that. Excuse me. Some of you, this is something that you have been, oh, I just noticed that. On the prayer, we have the little golden dot of the seed that the mother is protecting here. The prayer in the heart, obviously, this could be something that you have been trying to cultivate or manifest, right? Bring into your reality, if you will. It is also giving me a little bit of letting your heart lead in this as well, letting your heart be the one to guide this whole process of seeding, gestating, birthing. You can equate these terms to rebirth, personal rebirth if you want to, but it's more broad than that, right? It's also about like how you just incorporate new things in your life, a new hobby, a new relationship, a new home, a new job, a project, etc. That kind of deal. But heart and the prayer are like really giving me that vibe that this is something that came from the soul. This is not something frivolous. This is something kind of big for you, collective. Something about it also feels like this has taken a long time. There's something about time here that feels like a frustration. And I'm getting the dragons again. Again, boundaries. Mm. There's a very sensitive awareness that is leading to this territorial energy. God, I know Mercury just went stationary direct, but I feel like my words are still like in retrograde state, if you will. Um, the territorial energy I'm feeling, it just feels extra sensitive, like being a little extra sensitive to other people's energy, like that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We're getting there. That's how some of you could be experiencing this if you're feeling this within yourself, like feeling like you're being extra careful with how you exchange energy with people, even like exchanging energy out in the world because of how precious this is and how sensitive this process is until something takes full form, full shape, fully rooted. Like you might not be talking about this to people. And if this is something that you are actually like birthing or cultivating or gestating with other people, like you all are like hush hush about it. But there's a big shift with it. So I'm getting the number 12. Whoever's resonating with this, 12 could be synchronistic, like maybe you're seeing 1212 or ones or twos or 1221, it's etc. Or it could be something like the timing, like maybe like 12, I don't know, 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months, etc. 12 phases. Why does it just remind me of chakras? Kind of reminds me of the chakra system. So some of you guys, this could also be coinciding with some sort of alignment with your system. Um, But for those who thank you, I was like, what was I saying before? But for those who resonate with this, and we're gonna get deeper into this, um, you've been highly focused on this. You've been highly focused on this. I want to say it's actually been your number one priority. There's so much about like not spoken. Um, and that feels part of the protective energy as well. But there's some sort of shift with it now with this storm energy that like I feel like this is why the dragons are coming up and this eagle is coming up. It's like there's some sort of like crescendo moment that you're having with whatever you've been so focused on with this. Again, manifesting, gestating, creating, cultivating, um, trying to allow something to take form, physical form in your life. This is a crescendo moment, and it's almost like any energies or beings or people that have been offering insulation or protection, it's like like they're coming in closer for this crescendo moment. Like that's kind of how like I mean that just again reminds me of like the process of birthing, right? Like when, like an animal or any animal really are in those like final stages before birthing, it's like they get more sensitive, they get more tired. There's a lot more nesting going on. Like, you know what I mean? It's got that vibe of like, oh, the crescendo is coming and it's expected. It's not unexpected, it's expected. So I don't know, maybe y'all are just giving birth. I don't know. Um, most of you are not. I'm in the literal sense. But anyway, knowing the storm is coming, the forces that are offering protection, including your own awareness of boundaries, there's more of a call to offer more of that, more boundaries, more awareness to being sensitive to intruding energies or anything that could disrupt this, or, thank you, disrupt your focus on this. Some of you, this may also come through as like frustration. And I think I mentioned that earlier. I don't remember, to be honest, because I'm just in it. But like a frustrated, irritable, maybe even like a short fuse, short tolerance, not just for people, but also like activities, like certain, yeah, like again, it's giving me birthing energy. But even like certain activities as well, you could just be feeling very, very inclined to just be like, no, not doing that. Nope, no, just hard no. Um, yeah, this is fascinating. Let's go ahead and get some. I have Big Bertha out here, but I also have the animals. let's do animals. By the way, all the decks that I use are linked below. So the one that I just used is the Pocket Archetype. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And my Big Bertha, she is Angels and Ancestors Oracle with the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. Any other messages or insights for this collective? Yeah, transition. Bat. Bat is usually an animal that is about seeing the light in the dark, right? Also the moon being there with illuminating something. I'm actually getting, okay. They're saying focus on the transition of this, the transition that is represented by bat energy, bat medicine even. Some of you bats could be a thing recently. Hold on a second. But there's also a component here. Oh, sorry if that was loud in the microphone. I forget sometimes. There's also something here about something emerging from the depths, from the subconscious. Okay. It's so funny how Spirit talks, because I did just get Batman. Just like kind of funny. Maybe that's your jam. Maybe that's your favorite superhero. I don't know. But about fears. Like fears. Fears creeping up from the depths. Okay, I'm hearing transmuting. So for some of you, protecting this, whatever this is for you, even if it's just yourself, you may also be having some like really deeply seated like fears coming up, like out of nowhere. But that's an opportunity to transmute them. It's reminding me of some of the astrology around the full moon Aquarius that we had, which is still present. Well, at least the part that I'm about to say. Was it Mars in Libra? No. It has to do with the Scorpio energy. Lilith being in Scorpio, that's what's being highlighted. I did flash to Chiron, and I was like, oh, wait, that's not till fall equinox. Excuse me. That's not till fall equinox. Around that time, Mars will be opposing Chiron, and that can bring about some of this. But after I said it, my team shifted me over to Scorpio. Lilith is in Scorpio, and I've been talking about her for quite a bit because, she's kind of interesting when she's in Scorpio. But, Lilith also can touch on fears, not just desires, not just our primal self, not just our darker impulses, but she can touch on our fears. And being in Scorpio, that's kind of a sign that will make you face some things. And also Scorpio being the sign of alchemy, transmuting, right? So I'm seeing that for some of you, not all of you. I just want to make that clear. Mostly this is speaking to the transition that's happening in what you've been so protective over and so focused on. Again, some of you, it's just been your team has been very protective of you and very focused on you and territorial over you. And if that's the case, you may have been going through a major shift of you or a major shift in your life, and your team's been protecting you while that's been happening. So this is also why I say use your discernment of how this is applying in your life. What else is coming through for this group? And if you don't recall or just don't know the astrology around this full moon Aquarius that we just had, all that Scorpio energy was creating a T-square with the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius, which was interesting. But, oh, hi, Tiger. This is one of my favorite cards. This is my Queen of Wands card in this deck. This is a card of ferocity, sensuality, passion. She's giving me very strong Lilith vibes, which we were just talking about. And also protective vibes, too. It's interesting. But this is also a card of spiritual awakening. This is something that's coming out in this transition. This is something that's emerging from the depths of the subconscious here. Some of you may be really working closely with Lilith. Some of you are about to realize you have been. That's kind of interesting. I'm hearing elusive. Hold on a second. Buddy. This little guy has been, he's been a lot the last couple days. Clyde? No? Sorry, guys. Let me pause. Let me pause and just deal with him. We're back. So with this tiger energy, some of you have been working. Oh, sorry, again, the microphone sounded so bizarre for a second. Some of you have been working with Lilith energy, and some of you, it's like you didn't even know you were. Just kind of interesting. I don't. And again, I heard elusive. So you could have just been like doing you. You know what I mean? Like navigating life. A lot of you who are mystics, maybe you have your own like rituals, practices, etc. And you have been very consciously working with a Lilith-esque energy or working through something that's very Lilith-like maybe like even your own sensuality, your own sexuality, your own sense of power. Autonomy is coming through. Oh, autonomy. That word wanted to be like almost held, vocally held. Autonomy. Some of you, that word is activating, not in a way that's like triggering. And I know sometimes people use those words interchangeably. That's not what I mean. It's like there's something very charged about that word for some of you, and I can feel it in the heart space. Green being emphasized, right? Autonomy. I'm liking this energy. It's very fierce. Again, you may also be getting a little bit of like waves of frustration or irritation. I think that's also part of this energy, but it's just this like part of you that is very sensitive and serious and territorial about whatever has been gestating, growing, taking form in your life, even if it's a version of you. Again, some of you may feel like you're in a birthing phase, and this is also what's being birthed at the same time. And it feels like it's just the part of you that can hold the boundaries very well. They're bringing up the fears again. Again, some of you are facing some fears while you're doing this, while you're going through this. But I feel like that tiger is you. I feel like that tiger is you. And it feels fierce. It feels powerful. It feels very confident. And it means business. Oh, cats are showing up. Angry cats, too. Intense cats. Okay. Any other messages or insights wherever this message is for this particular collective? I'm curious about the storm. Oh. Panther is still at the bottom, and I will say whale is right underneath that, indicating that there is something very deep going on here. There's a very deep element of either just like the depth of the soul or the depth of your awareness and consciousness and the involvement of spirit on that level where spirit is also very close to you in all of this, where they are offering a lot of connection, a lot of support, and a lot of protection. But we do have that panther energy that's like still making themselves very known. But the other card that we just got is Dolphin, which is actually the card of the healer or healing. It's also giving me child energy. It's actually giving me like mama and cub, even though it's a tiger and a dolphin. And here's why. So dolphin is also sensuality, sexuality, and play and frolic. It's a very Gemini card for me because it is like a fun, childlike energy and curious and very bright, but also offers, how do I want to say? Variety, right? Dolphins spend half their time up out of the water and in the water, and it's like there's something about the polarity of that and the way they play is like coming through as Gemini. But anyway, yeah, with mother and seed, that's totally what it's giving me with tiger and dolphin. With this crescendo moment, some of you are going to start to really feel holding these energies at the same time. So again, this like polarity or duality, whatever term, aligns with you. They are different. They mean different things, but some of you resonate with one more than the other, which is why I'm saying both. To be the tiger, to circle the nest, to roar when you need to show your fire when you need to, but also holding the dolphin, this ability to play, this ability to have fun and enjoy and be soft and almost like childlike. Again, I feel like there's also this dichotomy here of protecting something that's just as bright and just as precious as the dolphin in whatever way that takes shape in your life. It could be a physical thing, right? Could it be a person? Could just be an aspect of life. You understand what I'm saying? Having panther at the bottom, though, that is implying some sort of purification by fire. Literally, that's what this card speaks of. So again, transmuting something by fire. And I feel like that's really just fear. Transmuting fear or as you are placing in boundaries where need be, you're also, well, transmuting any trespassing territories as well. This is a very interesting read. Let's get some Big Bertha out here. They said no. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. We'll just jump into tarot and then we'll wrap this up. Ah, shit. Don't mind me. I dropped it on the candle. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Any other messages or insights for this collective? It's interesting because they're not really highlighting like the exact crescendo, climactic storm tower moment. But it's one that you're expecting. It's one that your team is expecting. It's like it's part of the process, essentially. It's part of this gestation. It's part of this birthing. It's part of what is trying to take form, physical form, or what you have been trying to get something to take physical form or physical shape in your life, to take root. Autonomy keeps coming up. The tiger keeps pulling me in, and I just keep hearing that over and over and over and over again. Autonomy. Some of you, this is especially in terms of anything that's been shifting with your identity. I keep getting pulled to Chiron, like Chiron and Aries, which is all about identity, or wounded sense of identity and wounded sense of self, which we've been in for quite a long time now. We will be finished with that soon, in relative terms. But there could be something going on in your personal chart as it relates to where Chiron is now. So Chiron right now, I believe, is at 26 degrees Aries because it's retrograding. So it's in like the final degrees of Aries. So if you have any personal planets or angles at like 25 to 28, 29 degrees of the cardinal signs, fire signs. I mean, there's so many ways you can look at these transits, but if you have any late degree placements in your chart or any angles, I would pay attention to what Chiron's doing in your chart. Okay. Any other messages or insights for this group? Ooh. The sun. Well, that's nice. So we have Leo energy here. And it's kind of reminding me of the bat, right? Of transition, right? Seeing the light in the dark, but also this storm tower card. It's like something is emerging to the forefront. Something is taking physical form. It's the moment something finally takes physical form for you. They keep showing me 555. What's coming after the sun? Thank you. They're bringing up threshold again. So just hang in there with the analogy of giving birth, right? When animals, humans, whatever, give birth, literally, in that literal sense, it is a portal moment, right? Because literally, like, life is moving through a portal into this like physical world, a world that they have not like touched or seen, or the baby has not like touched or seen or experienced, right? And that is when the mother is most vulnerable. So it's like there is something about that in terms of what you have been going through, even if it's not literal birth, even if you've just been changing as a person, even if you have been trying to manifest or bring something to physical fruition in your life. Again, the moment something comes in, the moment something takes physical form, this is what you are anticipating before something becomes official, is also what some of you guys are waiting for. You know it's coming. You've known it's coming. It's been your priority. It's been your focus, whoever it is that I'm speaking to. But this moment that it actually comes into physical form, it is a threshold portal moment. And that is also a moment of sensitivity. Also why there's this heightened, like, protective, territorial vibe going on, even with your team. Okay. Anyway, what's coming after the sun? Ooh, wow. 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 We have the sun and the 10 of pentacles. Definitely giving me birthing. The sun can actually be about a birthing energy. New beginnings, illumination, joy, happiness as well. The Ten of Pentacles is about the long term. Um, having something take physical form that is meant to be around for a very long time. That's meant to be around for decades, and for some people, generational. So some of you guys, this could be a career. Some of you guys, this could actually be like birthing a child into your family, or birthing a chapter for you, or a chapter in your life that is meant to last a very long time. Withstand time, even, is what I'm getting with that. Anything else? Any other messages or insights for this group? For this collective? Holy shit. Well, you got a portal card. Probably the big daddy of portal cards, and we have the Fool. The Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. Jesus. Yeah, this is not small. This is not small. And again, this is something that you have been focused on. It has been a priority for you. And I also feel like, again, you've been waiting for this moment. You've been waiting for this moment, collective. Again, whoever this is for. The World card is fixed energy. It's a Saturn energy. It is that energy of beginning and end, right? Of chapters or books of life. It's, wow. It's incredibly significant, especially when you have the World and the Fool card showing up, because the Fool card is the beginning and the World is the end, right? It gives that vibe of crossing the threshold into something. Let me say another way. It gives that energy of what is taking physical form at this time is, it's life-changing. Ten of Pentacles, the World, the Fool, it's life-changing. And once it's here, even if it's a new version of you or a new version of your life, once it's here, it's here. There is no going back, right? Like having a child. Once the child is here, it's here. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, right? It's very much like that. Interesting, underneath the Fool, we do have the Queen of Pentacles, who does sit with the Ten of Pentacles alongside the King. Let's get one more after the World. I put out a channeling not that long ago called Oh Happy Day. It's coming back up a little bit here. I don't even remember most of the channeling of that video, but it's coming up to be referenced, so I'm just referencing it. And I also want to say, like, that one was called Oh Happy Day. Well, it was because of a song that came through. And this is feeling like Oh New Day, but it's one that I want to say you've been working for. Okay, collective. You have been working for. You've been focused on. You're like, I'm gonna bring this shit in, even if it kills me. It's like it gives me that kind of vibe. It gives me that vibe. Can I get one more after the World card, please? Maybe even two more for this group. And there's the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles manages the 10. The Queen enjoys the 10, sits in the 10, but the King is responsible for it. The King manages it. The King creates it. So again, it's this feeling of creating legacy. Birthing legacy, or birthing something, or creating something, or having something come into physical form in your life that is meant to withstand the test of time. It's meant to be here for a long time, even if it's a version of you. Okay. What's coming after the King of Pentacles? It also gives me like daddy vibes. That's actually more the King of Wands. Is like the father, which I always kind of thought was kind of interesting. I feel like the King of Pentacles should be more father than that, but I do get that vibe with the King of Pentacles being here. Not literal, but we do have, in terms of gender, we do have the Mother and the King of Pentacles here with that father energy. I'm hearing it takes two. That'll apply for some of you. What's coming after the King of Pentacles? Oh, shit. Judgment. So out of 5 cards, you have 3 majors. The Sun, the World, and Judgment. All of them speak to threshold-like energies, right? Sun being new beginning. The World also being endings and new beginnings, like literally moving through the threshold, the portal. And Judgment is an awakening to information, or feeling like you're coming into a new awareness of some kind. So again, new. I'm sure you guys can feel the energy. It's starting to make me a little jittery. And the other two cards that aren't majors, King of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Again, the King creates the 10 and maintains it. And maintains it. Can I get a card on Judgment being here? I'm hearing be in the room. Be in the room. Whoever that's for, you'll know why that's coming through. On Judgment, oh yeah, we got Justice. So again, not only have you been waiting for this moment, collective, but with Justice being here with Judgment, that's pretty much Spirit confirming that you've been waiting for this because you've known that it must come. It must. For the proper balancing to happen, it must come. It must happen. Yeah. Some of you may experience this as like a dharmic, experience, a dharmic reward. Can I get one more on Judgment and Justice? Some of you, I'm hearing this is what it was all building to, and you know it, or you know that now. Interesting. You know that now. This is what it was always building up to. Sounds so serious. This is positive. I do want to remind you guys, this is a really positive thing. The intensity of it is just like, whoa. What's coming with Justice and Judgment? Oh. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So some of you, this does involve other people or another person. Doesn't have to, but Three of Pentacles can involve like making plans with people, networking, friends, that kind of deal. Can also be a card of repair or mending. This feels like part of the bloom of this. This feels like part of the it's here, it's landed. Right? Because we go from the ace to the 2 to the 3. And what this is doing in the long term is birthing the 10. But this is the birthing moment. And the fact that it's coming as a 3 of Pentacles and not an ace, I actually like that better. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, okay, it's landed, but the 3 implies that very quickly it gets roots. Like it comes in with roots. It comes in like solid. If this is about like birthing a child, they're going to be very healthy. I'm hearing sturdy. Very healthy and very sturdy. It's like kind of funny. If this is about a relationship, because some of you it is, most of the legwork, I want to say, has been happening. Hold on a second. In that mode. And if this is a relationship, there could be a strong financial component with the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. But I feel like it's more about longevity. I feel like it's more about longevity and stability more than anything. Yeah, most of the hard work has been done. Hold on a second. In this phase. And now that this is taking physical form, regardless if it's a business, a version of you, blah, 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 blah. Now that it's here, it's going to be very easy. The hard work is done. They're reminding, actually, oh, thank you, Spirit. They're reminding me of fall equinox, actually, of fall, harvest season, the time where we, collect the fruits of our labor, if you will. I feel like this is kind of part of that. And enjoy our bounty, enjoy our harvest. Reaping, giving me the word reaping. They're pulling me back to the bat as I said that. Yeah, you've done the hard work already. You would know that. You don't need me to tell you that. You know that. So enjoy. Okay. That was an interesting read. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Enjoy this. Congratulations and take care. And don't forget to check out the website and Patreon and all that. And I'm going to try to get to part 2 for the Mars Libra. Give myself a little check-in after this and see how I feel. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. Take care.